Good morning, class. Today we will discuss about what is web. Okay, like web publishing and web hosting. This all things we will discuss today. So, what is web? Web is basically a platform where you can, where you can put your message or maybe your photos or maybe your information and can share it with all over the world and can share it to the world. So whoever is interested in your message or something like that, they can go into web and they can check that. To provide those message or to upload those informations, you need to create a web page. Now, what is web page? Web page is nothing but a page which you create using HTML, that is hypertext markup language, and which you can put into internet for for sharing your informations. Now, sometimes we say website, sometimes we say web page. So these are not two same name for two things. No, these are two different things. Like web page means web page, as I told you, and website is collection of web page. Okay, you may have one page in a website, but multiple web pages in one site is called website. Okay. Now, to get this information, what we have to do is we have to upload this website into a web server. So, what is web server? Web server is the basis of internet. Internet is the basis of web server. So, what is internet? Internet is a mode through which all other computers in the world is connected. Okay, suppose there is a computer in America, there is a computer in Japan, so these all are connected. We get information whatever is happening in Korea, or somebody's uploaded in a video in like Russia. We can easily see that. Why? Because we all are connected through internet. Now, web server is like a space in internet where you upload your documents and it stays there. Now, whoever wants to access those information will go there and will fetch it from there. Okay, so that is what is web server. So now, now to upload any page in to upload any page we have to have an access in web server, right? Okay, so now there are different protocols that are used in internet, like FTP, which you have already learned, like file transfer protocol, right? Similarly, there is another protocol called as hypertext transfer protocol. Now, what is this hypertext? I have already told you that when you create a web page, you use HTML, that is hypertext markup language. Now, what is this hypertext means? Hypertext concept is very easy. Hypertext means a text which you can use to link another document. Like sometimes you may have checked, like it gives like to submit or to open a page, click here, and in the click here portion you find a hand symbol. When you click it, it goes to another page. That is called hypertext. Now, what is HTML? Okay, HTML is that hypertext markup language that is used to write a web page. Now, using this HTML, you can do a lot of things, right? You can upload image, you can create a form, you can create table, you can, create your portfolio or whatever it is. So, there are so many things that you can do using HTML. Okay, now suppose you have created your page and you have uploaded your page in web server. Everything is okay from your side. But what is the purpose of this website? Obviously for other people to find it and to check it out, right? It could be of anything, right? You can, enlist some things that you want to sell, or you can upload your resume for a job and so. But how somebody is supposed to access those information? For example, like I'm sure you all are in Facebook, right? But to create this account in Facebook, you have to write something to access those Facebook account, right? Access that Facebook login page, right? So how does you do that? The basic idea is every website has got a uniform resource locator, that is URL. Okay, every website has a URL. Using that URL, you type it in your Google and it will automatically take you to the required web page. Like for Facebook, suppose you want to open an account in Facebook. So what you will write, you will go in Google and you will just write www.facebook.com. That is Facebook's URL. Okay, www.facebook.com. Similarly, for any page, like if you want to open like our university's website, that is Central Sanskrit University, you just have to write www.centralsanskrituniversity.com and you will get the link. So it is as simple as that is. So that name that you give is called URL, Uniform Resource Locator. Okay. Now, so now you will write Uniform Resource Locator. You have learned about web server. Now, where to write this Uniform Resource Locator? Like Google search, right? Google search is nothing but search engine. But then you need something to access this Google search, right? Like Chrome or maybe Mozilla Fox or maybe like any other browser, any other like app. There are Opera. I was forgetting the name. Like Opera. These all are examples of nothing but web browser. So what is web browser? Web browser is an app that provides you a platform where you can search different websites using search engine and giving URL. Okay. So Chrome becomes your web browser, Google becomes your web search engine, and www.facebook.com becomes your URL. Okay. Now, how to publish this website how to publish these websites? You need to publish this website, right? You cannot just randomly create something and people will find it. No, it doesn't happen like that. You have to create and publish the website. So to publish the website, what you have to do first is you have to create the web pages using HTML document. Okay. Secondly, you have to find or maybe create or maybe take pictures of whatever, or maybe videos or whatever you want to upload in your website or whatever it is relevant to you. Okay. Then you have to create the links which will be given in the HTML code so that your image appears exactly where you want it to appear. Okay, like it should not happen like you're creating a a website that enlists some things that you want to say. It should not be like you have your image is here and the price is coming here. No, it should appear simultaneously, right? So that it appeals the user. It should be user friendly. It should be graphically appealing. So that this happens, you have to create the link into HTML. You have to write the links in HTML code in such a way so that this required information appears in a form the way you want it to. Okay. Then what you will do, you will preview the web page in your machine only. You will preview it, like whether it is completely correct or not, or whether any rectification is required or not. Okay. Once you have done it, you will now find a web server. Okay, you will find a server where you want to place your image. Where you want to place your web page or website. Then what you will do, you will transfer your documents to that web server, and later on people can find it using that URL that you have been provided by the web server. Now, there is another thing which is important. That is, I am talking about placing it into web server. So how do you place it into web server? Okay, web server is a place where you put your web pages. But how to get that access to that particular space? To get those access, you have to use web host. So web host is a like property dealer who helps you to rent or buy a space in web server through which you can use to publish your website and place your store your documents or required informations. So that is what web host is. There are few examples of web host like GoDaddy, then WordPress engine, and so on. Okay. Others I will be sending. I will be writing all these things in in the notes itself, so you can go through it. So that's all for today's class. In the next class we will learn more. Thank you.